All right, you ready? I don't know what to say.
We've done it 100 times.
Okay.
I mean, it's the same as usual.
Welcome to the Hoot and Holla podcast. I'm Candace, also known as Dabs of Candy on all the social media, and she is...
Wit Sparkle Shine on all the social medias.
Yes.
You can call me Whitney. It's nice to meet you.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Good time.
Good you can be here. If you're listening to this on your favorite podcast app, also know that you can watch this episode on YouTube at Hoot and Holla TV. Also, you can follow us on all social media at Hoot and Holla TV. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe on Facebook and YouTube and Instagrams and
all the things.
TikToks and Snapchat if you would like, because I don't like it over there, but that's your business if you do. We're in a little different, we're in a different city than we normally are. We are in Huntsville, Alabama.
We decided to take a girls' trip for Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. I mean, we do it. We've done
every year for the past 3 years.
Yeah, for the past 3 years. We went to Nashville last year, so we're Huntsville this year.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I've actually been to Huntsville before, but I like it.
I do too. It's pretty nice.
A pretty cool city. So let's start with our sponsor first, and then we'll tell you kind of more about Huntsville. Today's sponsor is brunch.
Because we fancy now.
Because when you get to this age, brunch is just like a highlight of your life.
It's a thing.
And I didn't know I was missing it.
I know, until we experienced it.
That I was missing this. We had brunch at the Brass Tap.
It's really good.
Highly recommend.
Nice food.
The Brass
Nice
Tap.
Atmosphere.
Real nice atmosphere.
Awesome.
The food was good. Remember that one episode where I said I didn't like champagne?
Yeah.
I had mimosa and I like mimosa. So
yeah,
apparently,
mimosas are good.
Apparently champagne mixed with juice is awesome.
Different.
Yeah, I mean, I can still taste the champagne, but that juice kept take it to another level.
It was good.
So I really enjoyed it. Great service, staff there. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. We enjoyed it.
Loved it.
Then last night we went to
Stand Up Live.
Stand Up Live, and
I've always wanted to go to like a live, like we went to Burt Kreischer,
right?
But that's different than like a live comedy club type atmosphere, and it was great.
It was great that there's no smoking allowed in the building, so that was like a plus bonus.
Yeah,
take me, you know. The food was great. All the comments were great. The headliner was
Michael Longfellow.
Yeah,
he's on SNL now. That's his claim to fame.
He was hilarious.
He was pretty good.
Yeah,
he has such a dry sense of humor, but it was great.
Yeah, it was funny. It worked. It works for him.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the comedians were awesome. So we had a very good time.
The food was great too.
Food was great.
Food was awesome.
Our server, Jonathan.
He was awesome.
Awesome. Jonathan, if you happen to be watching this, thank you for your service, man. We enjoyed you. It's always good when you have good service at any place. So, you know, somebody that's great like that, you know, get tips.
Their tips are built in, but
I would have still gave it to him, you know. I was still. And you know one thing I've that I noticed, and I was telling her about it. Like at home, and I guess maybe I thought universally that tips are like 15% of your total, and here's like 18 is the norm. I'm like, oh, okay, y'all getting another 3% around that place, okay. Yeah. Another 3%. Okay. All right. I'm down with it. So we haven't had any bad like service when it comes to the restaurants we've been here. I'm not gonna talk about our breakfast this morning.
Yeah, that was delivered.
Just know that
it was rough.
Did not enjoy. Okay, thank you.
It made me sad. This was the whole reason I ordered, and they got it wrong. And I'm just sitting here drinking.
She's like an expert coffee drinker, so she likes flavor. She don't want just a plain black coffee with some milk in it.
And that's what they gave me, and I ordered a macchiato, and it makes me sad.
There was no macchiato.
That was no. It tastes exactly what I made in the room here, and that makes me sad.
They left the macchi and the auto out.
That's why I seem less joyful today, because they took my joy. At least I got a refund for it already.
So you have something you need to tell the class about.
Yes. So my let me tell you for the day.
Okay.
And I just was reading through Facebook, and I follow all these different things. And of course, I'm going through reels, and all these people have different accents, and I'm like, accents are like mouth fonts. Like French is like italic. Like, and so now since I've thought that, I'm like, I'm picturing when people talk, what font is coming out of their mouth.
So would German be a bolder font?
Yeah. Bold.
Russian would be a bolder font,
Big,
I would
bold,
think.
square fonts.
So what is American, like English?
Oh. Man, I guess it's a chord. With dumb people, I picture Comic Sans. Like that's definitely the idiot font. Definitely.
Okay. I can see that. See that. That's relevant. That's relevant.
And then there's some people who like Papyrus. I hate that font. I hate it with a passion. If I don't like you, you're Papyrus.
See, now you're going beyond the bounds of accents.
Yeah, I am going beyond.
So if you're from
there's Southern and there's.
That's what I was going to say. If Southern, that drawl, what would that be? Would that be like a handwritten cursive, like a?
Ooh, huh.
Wouldn't be a calligraphy. A little too fancy.
No, the British accent, I think, is like the fancy handwritten cursive.
Okay.
Hello, mother. Would you fancy a tea? Love to grandmama.
I mean, it would work. It works.
What is I see this in the notes, you're professionally unprofessional, and I want to know what this is about.
So my professionally unprofessional are streaming services. Mm-hmm. And it stems from Hulu. So for a long time, I was doing the Hulu subscription with the live TV because I'm one of the cable cutters. And have been for some years now. And so I do the Hulu with live TV, and it was supposed to be no ads. Mm-hmm. And it was great until like maybe within the last year, I got more ads than I ever have.
They decided to give you all the ads you ever missed.
It's like, what the heck? I'm not paying. I mean, I'm paying like 90 something, almost like $120 something, depending, what, if I added stars back this month because my series was coming back on. Yeah. And I'm like, I might as well pay for the cheaper package. We're going to throw all these ads in here.
Yeah.
And it's like, then they have like this one interactive ad.
Oh, I hate the interactive ads.
And
it's
I'm like,
choose your experience.
Yeah, and then that's another like 2 minutes. Mm-hmm. It seems like it's like we pay all this money, and you can't like toss an ad out for me. I mean, you keep raising the price. My other gripe with them not only is the ads, it's the pricing. Mm-hmm. It's like
you might eventually as well pay for satellite again.
That's what I was gonna say. All of these differences. We got Paramount, we got Peacock, we got, of course, Hulu and Netflix and
all of them.
Stars got one. HBO and Cinemax got Max. Yep. It's like, come on, guys. It's like, by the time you buy all of these individual pieces, it's like, you could have just subscribed to DirecTV or something, or Dish.
You know? Get your what was it called? The recording. I think Dish has Hopper. Now. Yeah. I remember those days setting things to record, like, I want that one, and that one, and every episode of this ever. I forgot about all that. TiVo, the OG TiVo.
Oh yeah, TiVo.
Man, I can still hear that dink noise in my head.
Now, granted, dink, dink. Most people are subscribing to like Stars and stuff when their series that they like to watch starts, and then they cancel after that. Yeah. I'm one of those people. I will do that in a minute.
I will too.
But still, I mean, this stuff is expensive. It adds up.
It is. It does.
Because I'm trying to cut like some costs and stuff, trying to be a little better with money management and such. And it's like, man, I spent so much money in subscriptions. It's ridiculous. But, I'm going to still do it. But
I know,
I'm just saying I don't like it.
It's like, it's not an option for me to cut out my entertainment. But.
Well, it's convenient for me because, I can't watch things when they actually come on.
Yeah. Because we're at work or doing I
have to watch them as I can. Some days I have where I can just binge watch a bunch of episodes. Some days most times I wait till it gets to like Friday, and then I'll just watch everything that I miss.
I catch up over the weekend. Yeah, in the morning when I'm getting ready, I'm usually turning on something I don't have to pay much attention to. Yeah. But on the weekends is when I binge. Right. When I'm working, and I'll just turn something on while I'm working, and Yeah.
Anyway, that's my professionally unprofessional. today we're going to talk about, and you want to introduce this because this was your subject. So I feel like you don't remember making it your subject.
I put this in the notes apparently. And then she's like, hey, do you have this? And I'm like, you came up with it. She's like, no, I did not. You came up with it.
To give y'all a little background, what we use the notes app, OneNote to be exact. Shout out to Microsoft.
It's the only time you'll shout out Microsoft.
Yeah, the only time I'm an Apple user. Anyway. But we put notes in there, and we both can view them, and so we know what we're talking about on the new episode. We both contribute. I'll put some things, she'll put some things, and that's how.
As we have thoughts, we put them down, but so we don't forget them, because we learned real quick that we'll have a thought on Monday and be like, yeah, we'll remember that for the podcast, and then.
Well, not only that, it helps keep the content, streamlined and, straight to the point, not a little riffraff. Because I know a bunch in the first season, we was rambling. Over here, over there. And it was fine, but it was better.
Better for y'all.
We're trying to be more professional.
And growing. Bear with us.
All right.
Anyway, so if you could have or make a holiday, what would it be?
Oh, that was my question?
I'll let you go first.
Okay.
I'm curious what you came up with.
So mine is, I will have a mental break holiday.
That was what I was going to say.
I figured you was going to say that. That's why I didn't say anything. I knew she was going to go there.
That was what I was going to say.
It's fine. It's fine because my criteria might not be your criteria.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to give you the deets.
Go ahead with yours.
All right. So I don't think it will be feasible because you couldn't do the things that you wanted to do on those mental holidays if everybody took it at the same time.
Yeah.
So it would be like of your choosing.
All right, we're just gonna. We need to get out of each other's hands. All right,
it would be of your choosing.
Go ahead.
And it would consist of, but it has to be a Saturday, Sunday, Monday situation. Okay, those are the 3 days you have to choose.
Okay.
So it's a 3-day weekend type thing.
Okay.
And it'll be a paid holiday.
Uh-huh.
You get no work, no cell phone service, no social media.
Mm-hmm.
This is a mental day.
Yeah.
You cut off the whole world. And also, all the streaming services are free. So you get all your, if you're not using HBO Max, you can have HBO Max for them 3 days. Watch whatever you want.
Like they just have a mental health thing where one day a year or 3 days, whatever, out of your subscription, you can click that option.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
But you're not going to have a subscription. You ain't got to have a subscription. It's just, you just put in there. Like
I know, I'm talking about, yeah. But they'll keep up with your IP address. They'll know who's used it. Okay.
Well, you have to create an account, but you have like a promo code or something like that.
Something.
Anyway. It's we got to work out the kinks.
We got to work out the kinks.
We're
overthinking this. Go ahead.
All right. When we work out the kinks, we'll submit it to Congress and we get this thing in action. Anyway, and so the last thing is like you have discounted foods and drinks at restaurants.
That would be
so
nice.
If you want to do
free delivery services.
Free delivery services, that'd be great. I didn't add that, but we're gonna add that to it. But yeah, so that's how I want to spend mine. It's like I just want to be to myself.
Yeah.
Catching up on a good Netflix series or some movies or whatever. And, give me some food delivery.
Sleep.
Drink, sleep, whatever.
Whatever makes you feel better.
It's my mental day. I want.
I like it.
So that's mine. So what would your mental...
See, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that.
Holiday look
and I was like, we either need one because... June is like there's only a few months that don't have a government holiday where everything shuts down, banks and all that. And if you're working at jobs like we are, they only shut down for the major holidays. Like my boss didn't shut down for Good Friday. And I'm like, we're a Christian organization. Like, come on.
I tried.
I know. Look, I tried too. Yours did, and you're at a different place now.
Yeah.
But stuff like that, because we're retail. Like we only get like July the 4th, Christmas, Thanksgiving Day, Monday, Memorial Day of all
Labor
things,
Day.
Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, all right, June. Plus that's our birthday month. I'm like, I want June. And then I was like, well, I feel like, not everybody's like going to need a mental break in June.
Right.
So then I got to thinking like you were, like if I could.
Floating holiday kind of thing.
Where you could choose and your boss can't tell you no.
Yeah.
Like, that be the rule. They cannot tell you no. I'm taking my mental health day on this day because this is the day I'm going to break if I don't.
Right. Right.
And they can't tell you no. So it's funny that we went the same direction.
I knew. That's why I didn't say anything about
I knew you wouldn't
what
tell
mine
me.
was, because I was like, we got the same idea. I already know it.
You know, it's funny though. Both of us have talked about, because we both wanted to own our own company and that kind of thing, and then we go back and forth between, well, do I want to do that, or would I rather be like a work from home designer or whatever. And both of us have talked about, if we ran a place together, that we would have not only sick days and vacation days, but mental health days built in. Because the environment that we live in now, just as a country, as a whole, you know, over in England, it's like everybody takes off for 2 months in the summer.
Man, that would be awesome.
I mean, you know, they have essential people, but there are a lot of places that just shut down for 2 months for holiday.
Do they still get paid for that?
Yeah, and that's like they have what do you call it, parental leave when you adopt or you have a kid or whatever, for like a year, and your job is there when you come back.
Wow.
And America's not like that. Other countries are like that.
It's because here it's like you work. Like over there you work, but it's not the first priority. It's your mental, your family, those kind of things. Even though we say that's important, is not.
We don't act like it.
The dollar is the most important thing. And, you know.
And that's why we don't get paid what we're worth, and why we don't get the mental breaks we need.
It's kind of wild, you know.
Yeah.
Not gonna talk about that.
I mean, you look at some of the salaries. We're being more serious this episode. Sorry, guys. You look at some of the salary. It's really been on my mind lately. Yeah. But you look at some of the salaries, and I look at, like, unless you were in a great situation, like me living on my family's place, and I pay, I guess you'd call it rent, but it's nothing like what. Yeah, it's not
rent is ridiculous.
Like $2,400 a month.
Yeah, rent is
for an apartment with 2 bedrooms.
Yeah,
and that kind of crap. That would be basically most of my income. There's no way I could pay that with what I'm making. Yeah. And I think about, I am fortunate in that, and like you're fortunate with your living situation. Yeah. But at the same time,
I live with my mom and my dad. Hey, I'm grateful for it though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I live with 2 bums that don't pay rent.
I call them my senior citizen roommates. Yeah. I'm blessed. I really am, because I don't have, no kids. So it's fine. The day that happens, I'm gonna have to get up out of there. Yeah. But man, this rent is ridiculous, man. I've rented before, and I couldn't do that.
I would have to have a
roommate. I don't want to
do
do that again. I just personally don't want to do that again. But I cannot personally financially do it now. Yeah. Because this rent is ridiculous, man, and not gas, man.
When everything else is going up except our incomes. Yeah. There's a problem.
It is.
I watched a documentary called Working on Netflix, and it's actually got Obama in it. And it was cool because it had Obama walking around with a lady in Mississippi in the grocery store in a Piggly Wiggly. And he's like, she's like, you want some eggplants? You want some of this? He's like, no. And they're just talking like old friends. And I'm like, I want to go to Piggly Wiggly with Obama. Why didn't he come to my Piggly Wiggly?
I want to know why we didn't know about this.
I know. It was down in the Delta.
Like Greenville or something like that?
Yeah. It's in the Delta. And what he was talking about, that whole documentary is about what if we take a look at 3 different job sectors, like healthcare, hospitality, and tech is what they did. And they started from the bottom and went all the way to the top. So they started at the lowest paid employee all the way to the top employee, and interviewed them and talked about their experiences in life and working, all that stuff. It's really good. Cool. I guess that should be in my recommendations instead of what I got, but I'll make another recommendation. Yeah. But it's really good.
But going back to the mental holiday, it's like, it's personal, because I know there's days that I need it. I need them far less now because my working situation. Yeah. That's just being honest. I don't have 5% of the stress I used to have. And you don't realize until you're on the other side of it how much stress you take on during the day from work or whatever life throws at you until you're on the other side of it in a different situation that moves those things out the way, and you're looking like, man, wow.
I didn't realize
the weight that held for me.
Yeah.
And so I mean that's important for me. And it's like I said, and I know I haven't said it because I know most people that have been listening to us since we started this podcast, me and her worked together at the print shop. Well, I left the print shop back in March. So this June would be 3 months.
Yeah.
And I have a plethora of reasons of why I left. I've been there since the day that it opened.
You were there a little over 8 years,
right?
8
years. And, I enjoyed the customers and working with Whitney for the last 3 years of that 8 years. But it's just, you get to that point where it's, it's just time to go. It's not healthy anymore for you mentally. And, in certain situations where there's no room for growth, I'm not a person that like to be stagnant. So there was no personal room for growth, I felt. And so that's why I started putting in applications, and I got hired on, and I'm a marketing assistant at a local furniture factory. And it's been great. It was scary to make that decision, because when you've done something for 8 years of your life, it's like,
even though it's not comfortable anymore.
It's
still comfortable.
Yeah, it's still comfortable. It's
what you know.
Right. And I don't like change much.
Me either.
I don't like change much.
Either.
So, and I don't like meeting new people and stuff like that.
Yeah, same.
But I work with some great people now. And so I'm happy and fortunate that part of it worked out, because you never know what you're getting yourself into when you start a new job. And so I left in March, and I still visit though.
Yeah, she gets off early.
I don't hate anybody. My boss, of course, I don't hate her.
It wasn't like a hostile.
Leave. It's just some things that I personally wasn't happy with, that I felt like I didn't want to deal with anymore. So I left, and
now I deal with those things.
But I like I said, I have no ill will or whatever. It's part of life. You got to grow. Elevation requires separation.
Yes, Lord, amen. And the church said, amen.
And amen.
It is kind of cool. I miss you. I miss her like insanely. Because that was the fun part of my day. Yeah, was us. We kept each other. We laughed all day long. Yeah, and I do miss that. But at the same time, I'm very glad that you got out and got to do something. You got to spread your wings.
Fly like an eagle.
Exactly. But now I'm the manager and dealing with all the stuff. So
she is the chaos coordinator.
And you took the dadgum plaque.
I need to get another one. For me.
I need to get another one.
You bought it for me.
That's now my title.
I'm just saying.
Chaos coordinator.
So you have some recommendations for the class?
Yes. Did you ever think of any?
No.
Mine is usually what I'm watching, and that working documentary on Netflix. If you're a documentary person, because I am, I'm always watching documentaries. Working on there is very good. It's President Obama. Him and his wife produced it, actually. Okay. But Black Mirror, I know I'm like 4 seasons behind because it's been out for 4 seasons. I didn't realize what it was. I guess I was kind of like associating it with like Black Swan or something like that in my head. But I started watching it, and it is kind of morbid. Like, I can't watch too much at once because all of them are kind of negative, I guess.
Yeah, I can't watch it at all.
It's like the negative side of AI and technology and what the future might hold. And that kind of thing. It's very, it makes you think. It's very cognitive, I guess you would say. But it's very good. So if you like that kind of stuff, it's kind of intense, suspenseful. Some of it's actually kind of scary, but it's really good. Very good.
Yeah, she played some of it here in the hotel room. And I'm like, I could not watch this. This is not my type of thing.
It's very slow.
Like, I'm good for a good story and a little suspense, and just, didn't see that coming, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I will tell you one movie, Missing, on Netflix is really good. It's with Nia Long, and she dates this guy that she met online, and she goes missing, and her daughter has to use technology basically to find out what happened to her mother and hopefully find her. So
I hadn't seen that on there.
Yeah, it's new. It came out. Did you see the movie Mother with Jennifer Lopez on there?
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I watched it. That's a good one too. But I think Missing is better than Mother. I like both of them, but I think if I had to choose,
I added it to my list.
If I had to choose between the two to watch again, I would choose Missing. But both of them are good. So that would be my recommendation.
Yeah.
Another thing we'll recommend if you're in the Huntsville area, and also they have a location in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah.
Stand Up Live, where we went to the comedy show. Definitely highly recommend.
Yes.
Cool atmosphere, good drinks. Let me tell you. I tell Whitney every time that we go somewhere and I have an alcoholic beverage of any kind, I was drinking that's like Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
And when I say Kool-Aid, they ain't got enough liquor now.
Yeah. Because if I'm paying that much for a drink,
right,
it better have that much liquor.
Let me tell you about Stand Up Live.
Oh.
They know how to make a drink.
Yeah, they do.
They know how to make a drink. They put some liquor in that thing.
It was good. I had a good buzz.
You drink two of them, you gonna start feeling a little warm and fuzzy.
They know they're like they're getting you ready for the comic.
I'm telling you now, they're a little pricier probably than normal, but it's well worth it. I don't mind paying for drinks if you're gonna do it right.
Yeah.
Don't give me no watered down Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
If I want lemonade, I would order that.
Yeah.
I wanted a margarita. Put some margarita in it.
Yeah. The pricing is high, but they also gave you good portions.
Good portions. Yeah.
Like big portions.
I'm saying, like, if for me, I'd take quality over quantity any day.
Yeah.
If the quality is good enough, and they don't need to be just food and drinks, they can be anything. It's like if the quality is good, I don't mind paying a little extra than I normally would if I know, like, especially when it comes to things outside of food. I don't mind paying if I know it's gonna last a long.
Yeah.
If you're gonna give me some shoes and they're like full leather, I know I'm gonna pay a little bit more for them, but I know they're gonna last.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like buying stuff twice.
Yeah.
If I ain't got to buy it.
Same.
I rather
older I get, the more that's true.
Yeah. And then when it comes to my tires, a car battery, because I don't like buying them things.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
They are.
That's why I get the little higher up oil change. I don't like going there that often.
Yeah.
Give me a few more miles. I want to come see you is all. Yes, I know I got to pay more for it, but you saved me some time. And that's far more important.
Yeah. The older I get, the more I pay for, like, even clothes. I'll pay a little bit more if I know. For example, we're women. Bras aren't cheap.
No, they're not.
I will pay for a $50 bra rather than a $20 bra, because that $20 bra is going to last me a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
The $50 bra lasts me over a year.
Right.
So, and these things, I mean, we're grown. They ain't growing anymore. We are where we are.
We're here.
We are here.
Yeah.
The girls are here. They are not going anywhere.
Well, we're glad y'all enjoyed this episode. We're in Huntsville for the rest of this day. We're going to go to Top Golf. We'll tell y'all more about that next episode. Pictures. And hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Holla, y'all.
Holla, y'all.